What's going on, boys? It's your host, Matty Big Chest, here with a buy low, sell high video. And I have 8 names to buy low and a couple names to sell high on. I am very excited to announce that we are partnered with Viridian Global and we are selling merch. You can go and find it on the website viridianglobal.com, and then you go to the football collective and you look up Dynasty Warzone and you'll find these sweet looking shirts there. You can purchase them. They're only about 25 bucks and it helps support our cause because we're trying to grow our channel. So everything that I receive is going towards the YouTube. So I'm trying to improve my stream and make it better for you guys. So please purchase the merch as it helps our channel grow. So as that has been said, I want to get into my buys and my sells. So I'll start with my first buy, and he's a big name. He's a very big name. His name's Josh Jacobs. He did not have the best game on Sunday, but he got a touchdown. And I think that now is the time to buy him if you're looking to buy him because the owner might be a little frustrated. That's the only reason I have him as a buy. You have to find the right owner to buy him from. And then second on the list, he hasn't played yet. He plays tonight, Joshua Kelly. You can get him still for pretty cheap. Austin Eckler is out for the year. If you need a running back to compete, I would be going for Joshua Kelly or Kareem Hunt. But Joshua Kelly is going to be a lot cheaper than Kareem Hunt. So that is why he is on my buy list. And there's really no other reason not to target him. He's gonna get all the work. He's an awesome back. He's a one cut and done back who's just gonna bully over defenders. He's awesome to watch. He's one of the top rookies this year. And speaking of top rookies, last year, one of the buys is Terry McLaurin. Alex Smith does not look good. You can go and manipulate the Terry McLaurin owner into giving him to you for a first and something because he is a very good wide receiver. He is shown out his rookie year. He is a stud. Why not go buy him now for a first and like a Mike Williams? And speaking of Mike Williams, he's on my buy low list too. He is a 6'4 receiver. He's attached to Justin Herbert, and he can make big splash plays down the field. He's a deep threat. He's a over the field middle threat. Like he's just a field stretcher at 6'4", and he runs fast. And he's a Clemson guy. And speaking of Clemson guys, another guy who's on my buy low list is T. Higgins. T. Higgins is a stud. T. Higgins should be bought now before his price goes any higher. He is attached to Joe Burrow, one of the top rookie quarterbacks. He's attached to Zach Taylor, he's an offensive minded coach, so he's going to scheme 3 wide receiver sets from the Rams. And, T. Higgins is one of those guys who's going to stretch the field over the middle, similar to Mike Williams, and he's going to get Joe Burrow's trust as a rookie. A.J. Green is always dinged up, and then Tyler Boyd's a slot receiver, so that leaves T. Higgins to get the touchdowns. So give me T. Higgins right now for a first if I can get him. That's what my price is for him. I'm not going to buy him for any more, but I really like T. Higgins, man. He, for like a late first or second round pick, he's been a hit, man, and that's someone that you want to buy. And speaking about rookies, Antonio Gibson, he was a hot name last week, but he cooled off similar to Terry McLaurin. Alex Smith came in and they just used J.D. McKissick. He must have practiced more with Alex Smith, and like they must have not wanted to get Antonio Gibson in the game and get him hurt, as they knew the game was over because they continued to play Alex Smith after he missed pass after pass after pass. And when he did hit his passes, they were not on target. The wide receivers had to make a play on the ball and go out and grab it. So I like Antonio Gibson as a buy low. You could probably get him just straight up for a first, and I would do that. He's going to be an RB2 consistently at least, and he has upside to be an RB1. He was, I think, leading the league with Josh Jacobs last week before week 5 in broken tackles, and he has half of the carries of Josh Jacobs. So just take that into consideration as he's very talented. He has the situation in Washington. He just needs the snaps. He's gotten, I think, 9 carries or 10 touches. Like he's gotten around 9 to 10 carries a game and then like 3 to 4 targets a game. So if those numbers go up, then his value is going to shoot up. So I think he's a buy now. And speaking about volume down, J.K. Dobbins, he's only getting about 1 carry a game, but he's getting like 20 yards a carry. And he's the guy who I'd be targeting now if your team has Dak Prescott on it or something, because J.K. Dobbins is a 2021 play. And that's pretty apparent with Mark Ingram just being fed the rock. He's a good receiver as well. And he's attached to Lamar Jackson, a running quarterback. So that's a running offense. Once Mark Ingram's out of there, it's J.K. Dobbins' show. And he's going to be very expensive in the future. So watch for J.K. Dobbins to explode onto the scene once he gets the snap counts. And speaking about explosive, DeAndre Swift. This man runs the angle route better than anybody in the NFL. He is always open on it. It's just the Texas play for Stafford. He loves DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift has been in the game about 33% of snaps. So, oh man, it's hard to justify starting him if you buy him, but I still start him because I assume he's going to get a touchdown. Um, DeAndre Swift is a incredibly talented running back that is held back by a terrible head coach. I don't understand why they're running Adrian Peterson when Adrian Peterson cuts once and he's down on the ground because he can't physically cut anymore. I don't understand why they're not using Swift more. It just hurts my head. I don't want to talk about it anymore. And speaking about, I don't want to talk anymore. Chase Claypool, this man destroyed me in a couple leagues. He is a sell, a strict sell. I think he ran like 33 routes in college. I don't know what it was, but man, I don't know. He's got Deontay Johnson and Juju still there. I would be selling high if you could get two firsts for him. People are gonna think he's the next Megatron, and he's not. Realistically, he's very good. He could be DK Metcalf, but I mean, I would be selling him now. I don't trust him. If someone comes knocking with a nice offer, I would be accepting it, or at least trying to negotiate. And another sell that I would be having is not Andy Dalton. I'm going to speak about that now. Andy Dalton is a hold for me. If you have him, hold him. He's going to be there for another year. He's going to be valuable. He's going to draw interest from multiple owners who don't have quarterbacks. I mean, the Phillip Rivers owner is probably getting sick of Phillip Rivers, so why not go buy Andy Dalton? And he'll try to give you Phillip Rivers, and you should not take that. I would be looking for maybe a Sam Darnold if you have Andy Dalton. Sam Darnold's in a bad situation with a bad coach, and he could be traded. I mean, who knows? He could be out of there next year, or if they win some games, he'll be back. He'll have a better offensive line because they'll draft someone. Or if they draft a quarterback, he'll be in a new situation. So I really like Sam Darnold right now. He's a polarizing prospect. He's also one of my buy nows. I just sold Aaron Rodgers for Sam Darnold and Joshua Kelly. I also gave up Jamison Crowder in that package to get Joshua Kelly. But I like the deal because my team's in a rebuild after the Dak injury. And shout out Neil for that one. So thanks, Neil. Another sell that I have is Tyler Boyd. I like T. Higgins so much that I'd sell Tyler Boyd. I'd sell Tyler Boyd for a first and something if you can get it. Otherwise, I would be holding him. I think you could get a first and I don't know, Travis Fulgham. If that interests you, Travis Fulgham's gonna have value. He's one of my buy nows as well. I started Travis Fulgham this week. I was down 3 or 4 receivers because of bye weeks. So I had to start Travis Fulgham, and he just blew up. And I'm ecstatic about owning him. He's awesome to own. He's going to be there he's a slot guy, and Carson Wentz trusts him obviously as he threw him 150 yards and a touchdown. So yeah, I like Travis Fulgham, and if you could get Travis Fulgham in a first for Tyler Boyd, I don't think you're missing much production. So why not go get a first, and you can turn that into a running back or quarterback? Who knows? But yeah, guys, this is a short video. I wanted to make it kind of short. And that's my buy low, sell high for this week. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/Dynasty Warzone. Subscribe to the YouTube. Please turn on alerts. You'll get your injury updates right away from Dr. Kyle and I. And follow Dr. Kyle on Twitter at DWZ_Dr. PT. Please follow him on Twitter. He's a great follow. Ask him your questions. Our show for the injury reports is built on your questions of player injuries. So please ask him questions about injuries, and we'll talk about it in the player updates. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a great day.